Hey there, I just want to welcome you to this Web.com review and review of Web.com websites. I'm here with my favorite business partner, my son, Zach Goslin. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
You ready for another really insightful session of helping people figure out what works in terms of website development and web marketing and all that good stuff?
Yes.
Very cool. Well, I'm honored to have you because since our last video that we did for a partner company that works kind of hand in hand with Web.com, Haibu, right? You've seen what's happened over the last couple months with that product launch we had, right?
Yeah.
Pretty successful.
Yeah.
A lot of people have reached out and talked about your review video and
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff we're doing. And in fact, you know, in the last, let's say 45 days or so, there's been some people that have hired us because of that. Remember how many people Daddy told you hired us for that?
Like 8?
About 8 people, right. So safe to say this stuff works. I just wanted to lead with some credibility about Zach. So today's his 8th birthday, right? Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks.
Very cool. So he decided he wanted to bring some value. Definitely a do-gooder and guy who brings service above self. So this is Zach's website. As you can see, being Zach Goslin. This is actually something I wanted to show you. He donated $400 himself through charitable efforts to a fallen firefighter fund in Watertown, Mass.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that spiked your Facebook fans to now over 300.
Yep.
I can't say that we even have actually we do have over 300, but not many people we work with have that, buddy. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
The other thing Zach has, and we're going to talk more about this, is he has an email list that's growing. He's also been on Maddie in the Morning in Boston. That's a huge show, right? It's Kiss 108. It's probably like the top 3 radio shows in all of Boston anyways, and Zach was there on his 6th birthday, so 2 years ago to the day, pal, right?
Yeah.
But this isn't about us. This is about other people. And I know one thing. There's a lot of people out there. This is actually, as you can see, the Watertown, Massachusetts, pretty famous place in American history after the marathon bombing incidents of a little over a year ago. But this is Zach actually donating to the cousin of one of the fallen firefighters, correct?
Yeah.
How was that experience, Zach?
It was pretty good to know that I was doing something good for the fallen firefighter's family.
And what ended up happening is right here is some numbers. Almost 1,500 likes, 105 comments, and 270 shares later. That allowed Zach to really blossom as an online marketing person. And this is the last thing I'll say. So here is in YouTube, if you type in Haibu Reviews, here's the #1 thing you're going to see, whether it's on Google or YouTube. It's something that in just 6 months now, we've gotten about 4,200 views. So on average, that's rocking and rolling. But if you scroll down a little, and here's exactly where we're going in about 2 seconds, here's a 7-year-old explaining why Haibu websites struggle to convert website traffic to sales. And there's almost 2,200 views there. So here's what I'm about to say. If you're looking for Web.com, okay, to help you out, what do you suggest, Zach? People take a listen into this video?
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to talk to them about what to look for, right?
Yes.
And we're going to take them on a guided tour of, let's say 5 to 10-ish Web.com websites and just give you real, live, loud, and rather than tell you, show you what is going on, okay?
Yeah.
So what you're going to see in a second is there's probably going to be a pop-up here that someone's going to come up and ask me, hey, do I need some help? Because they see what's going on. And rapid response is everything. And what's good about Web.com's parent site is it's a pretty simple and easy to use interface, right, Zach? We know the deal, right?
Yes.
It's as easy as Web.com, right? Or it's as easy as Web.com is where they're going with it. So this is a simple, easy to use interface, right, that offers you help in an array of ways, really 3 different ways. One is in website design, one is in monthly marketing, and one is in updating things. One of the things I like about what they've done, sorry about my computer there, but they provide you a chance to do some deeper learning on how to ignite your online marketing, how to use Facebook and social media. Google, of course, is the #1 ranked website on the internet. Do you agree with that, Zach?
Yeah.
It's the #1 place people go for a lot of reasons. Okay, but social media marketing is fast becoming a communication pipeline. And the reality is you don't have to know everything about all different traffic channels. But if you want to get in that game, Web.com allows you to do that. They also have search engine optimization, pay-per-click marketing with Facebook, with Google AdWords, sorry. And then ultimately they have this local leads program. I was somewhat impressed with everything they have to offer, but the reality is I've also talked specifically to dozens of their customers, okay, before even launching this, because a lot of their customers I actually know and work with in networking circles and in the coaching program that I'm part of. I'm part of a big Entrepreneurs Academy with literally thousands of people, and they've worked with Web.com. And after the success of the Haibu review video and the website review video that Zach helped me with, we wanted to go ahead and really help people looking at Web.com understand more of the same. So, safe to say we're going to get into it here?
Yeah.
Okay? But you mentioned something, Zach, as we segue to our first site. You had said to me, Dad, you know, let's be honest. Just because somebody can build a website doesn't mean that they should, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why did you say that?
Because if you don't value your time making the website, then why should you do it? You could happily hire someone to help you do it.
And more importantly, you're going to get results from it, right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Zach. A lot of these people that are coming on here looking, you in particular right now, are looking to get results. And what that really means is you want people to call you. You want people to email you. You want people to take action on your prompts. But there are proven principles, and you're going to see it on the next, 5-ish to 10 or so sites that need to be in place for you to convert web traffic to sales. And as Zach said, he's not staged, he's not a prop, he's a real guy, right? Right, buddy? You move around, you talk. 8 people in the last 60 days-ish or so have called us because of this. So when you look at this site, Zach, what do you see? What don't you see? Right up top here.
Well, they should have the logo on top.
Probably somewhere around here.
Yeah.
And then how about over here? What's missing? On every website that you'll ever want to see that converts traffic to sales, what should be there?
A way to contact them.
Yep. By what?
By email, the phone.
Yep. Facebook's great, but it's not the direct connect. And in fact, their website's going to allow them to do that. So on this last part of this site, we look down, and here's all the contact info tucked way down, what they call below the fold. And here's the other thing. If you looked at their LinkedIn, right in the bottom left-hand corner, it doesn't go to their LinkedIn, right?
It just goes to LinkedIn.com.
Right. And then same with
Twitter and Facebook.
Same with Facebook. So I don't know how you can publish a website and not have the correct links. It's just crazy to me. So speaking of this, what do you see on the left-hand side, Zach? It's something you mentioned. Right over here.
Well, the way to contact them, but it's too small for people to read.
So, yeah, your eyes are in good shape, right? My eyes can read too, but there's a lot of people online. I don't know if they're looking for necessarily belly dancing. Maybe there are older people looking for belly dancing. But, the text could be a little bit bigger, and we're going to talk in other sites moving forward where they could have the navigation bar, all the page titles be up here, because a lot of sites are not staying left aligned or right aligned anymore. This is kind of the pink elephant in the room here, meaning it's obvious that something's wrong here, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's my computer or whatever it is, this does link correctly, this doesn't correctly, but this one here, if we click this, what happens?
It's going to go to
A not found page, right?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Nope.
Not good at all, by any means. So again, this is really just a couple things. It's kind of there's space over here, but not space here. It's just not very professional. And if that's what these people are after, cool, good for them. Now on to these sites, okay? This site here, not bad, right? So basically, Zach, what they do is they get money for people who haven't been able to collect it on their own. Does that make sense? So like sometimes you get phone calls from people you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
These guys are that company for people who owe money, which isn't a bad thing. It isn't a good thing. It just is what it is. But when you look here, what's missing? Contact us. What do we do? And home. What's missing? What about on a lot of websites? What do people want to see?
A video?
You love your video. Okay, so there's no video on any of these sites, right? And you were saying earlier that this spot here could have had a video, right?
Yeah.
Is this very believable, this picture?
No.
See how it says business woman, by the way? Right up when I click on the picture, the text. That's called an image alt tag, and it's really to help it out. But it's not a professional look and feel. But what is missing? People saying stuff, right?
Yes.
There's no what's called social proof.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a huge thing. Just moving on, a couple other things we're going to do is it's great. You can have your own look and feel. All these links work, but one thing that blew me away was this link right here. This image.
Yeah.
It's clickable, but it goes somewhere that doesn't necessarily
related to it.
You guessed it, brother. So it's not really relevant. So if you're on this site, I don't know what this is about. Looks like some type of jazz and music site. So it's people that are fans of it, and maybe it does in their audience. So I might be speaking out of turn. But one of the things that a lot of musicians want to have is a following, right?
Yeah.
So let's say like you're a Jason Aldean and a country music fan, right?
Yeah.
You listen to the radio, so you know that the concerts are coming up.
Yeah.
But for these small timers that don't have radio play, or they're just starting up, or wouldn't it be cool if right here they had like an email subscriber box to stay in the loop or so they could communicate?
Or like if they play live places,
Yep.
they could have a schedule of where they play.
Yep. And the other thing is they could have here's your video, right? They could have a video right here of them playing, which, again, it is what it is. This is just some examples here, and we're not out to beat everybody up. And by the way, Web.com isn't the worst in the world. They haven't done anything wrong to us. We don't have any ill will on them. We're just trying to help you, the person who is conducting real live due diligence, to figure out if this is the right platform for them. Okay, or for you to grow your business in terms of ramping up results, trimming time, and making more money and getting more people calling you and reaching out to you via email and all that other stuff. So this site's not bad, but we talked, Zach, a little bit about there's a lot of space down here that's kind of wasted, right? Again, I don't know how believable this is.
That doesn't look like a real picture.
And I don't think this picture, even if it was real, needs to have that description.
Yeah.
It's not helping anybody. And the other thing is there's
an error.
What is the error? I don't really understand it. It's okay. But here's the thing. Again, they could have their navigation bar be up top. It would center the site. There'd be a lot more, better use of the space. And one thing we haven't mentioned yet is I know you've written a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
We do a lot of this, and our clients do a lot of this. WordPress. We've mentioned WordPress, right? You familiar with WordPress?
Yeah.
What's one of the great things about it? I always mention, hey, I'm going to do a blank post. What comes before the blank? What is the blank? What type of post?
WordPress?
A blog post, right?
Oh, blog.
So there's no blogs on any of these websites. And it's 2014, coming to an end soon enough. It's July 25th right now. But there's no blogs. Would you agree, Zach? You even have a blog on your website, and you've blogged. So that's a very, very key thing for a lot of reasons. One being that blogs get you on the search engines just because web pages are what Google's looking to put on the first page, not websites. Here's one that's pretty good, and we're coming in for a landing here. This is great. The image is what it is, but it's a small town, Granger, Texas. There's actually a football team who plays out of Granger. I don't remember who it is, but I know there's a college that plays there. Another site that would really benefit from a video, a way to take action, stay in the loop, all that, but they don't have any of that stuff. And it's not bad or good, it just is what it is. Here's one that actually is probably one of their newer skins, which is a template or a ready-made thing. So if you look at the top, Zach, what do you see here, but not here?
Well, you see that it has contact us.
Yep. So they have two different locations, buddy. That's what this means. But does this look the same as this?
Nope.
Why the spaces? Right?
Yeah.
How can somebody sign? That looks great.
And when it says home, there should be something at the bottom because that's just a wasted box.
Oh, I see. So the box is too big, so the spacing's a little off, you mean?
Yeah.
You got it, brother. He's 8 years old, guys. Simple as that, and girls. He's 8 years old. I didn't bring him on here to brainwash my son. That's what some people would say to me and, you know, and have said about us. But I hope you find this insightful. I hope you find this valuable, because this is real, down to the bone, to the core website assessment. And Zach's, he's made a lot more money than most people on the internet. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant or to boast for my son. He understands this. He's telling it how it is. And if his generation gets old, another 5-10 years, this is way archaic stuff here. So when you see this form, Zach,
Yeah.
you know when we're out at dinner, I say, oh, we got another subscriber.
Yeah.
Isn't that a pretty cool thing?
Yeah.
Right, another person who wants to reach out to us and talk to us. Well, this form doesn't allow that to happen automatically.
No, because you need to hit the submit button.
Right.
But if you had that automatically, you could write it in.
Yeah.
And then once you're done, like you could click it and it would automatically send.
And it would take you to, it would put you on somebody's email list.
Yeah.
That's the benefit. So when those notifications come through to me, we have a new email subscriber, but we also have a chance to communicate with them at a higher level. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a live site for this domain name here. I don't know. They must have not have paid their bill or something, or who knows. This is just a couple more examples. Again, why the Facebook? What's so important about that? Because they're not selling off of Facebook. They're selling where the online refills is, and they're selling off this phone number all day long. A lot more than they are Facebook.
And they don't have an address of where it is. So you don't.
That's what I'm talking about,
So you don't
brother.
know where it is.
Yeah, correct. However, we're going to pop this up in a sec, but I do like the RX Wiki and this stuff here. This is just taken from a different website. What I have not shown yet, and what we haven't talked about, is the Tanglewood drugstore, right? So here's what the view source is, okay? This is what Google sees. So right here is the page title. This is important stuff because it's the first thing you see in Google. Prescription drugs, Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, maybe buy prescription drugs, Little Rock, Arkansas, or places to buy. That's not bad, though. Again, we're not here to beat it up and say it needs to be perfect, because there is no such thing in the world of marketing. However, save time and money on over-the-counter prescription drugs with us in Little Rock, Arkansas. Not bad, okay? That's what you see in Google when you zoom. But here's what the keywords are. And keywords are really, where do you want to hang out? What sandbox do you want to play in on the internet? So prescription drugs, Little Rock, Arkansas, AR. Google's not going to do anything with that, okay? And all of these sites have this, and all websites need to have this. Coming in for a landing, okay? This is a pretty good site in terms of, it's got the call to action up top, call now, and it tells you where they're located. It has some credibility, best of the Marin, which is California, all the credibility indicators. This is good stuff. The Yelp reviews, everything else, get directions is fine. But you love this one, Zach. So when you go on testimonials, and let's just say the reason why testimonials are important is because when people are undecided, in the moving industry in particular,
Yeah.
do you really, when you're looking for a moving company, are you just kind of pretending, or do you really want to hire a moving company?
You want to hire a moving company.
You're not just doing all kinds of research for wasting time. It's not like buying a car. You're moving, man. It's an expensive thing. You want the right thing, but you want to also see what other people are saying, right?
Yeah.
So testimonials, that's the number one reason why social proof matters. What do you say to that, buddy?
I don't know why they have that there. In the testimonials, why would they have a smiley face when it says under construction?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess it's the same reason why this would happen. Okay? So you go to this site, and this is the last site we're going to talk about before we come in for a landing. But it says, construction with a woman's touch. I think that's a woman's hand. I'm not even 100% sure, but I think it is. So it's good, but at least they're getting there. You can't get the free ebook anywhere, which is night and day from any of these other sites. So these guys at least have a clue, right? But it's not clickable. I click on it. You hear my computer. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
The how-to videos, this is good stuff. It goes to a YouTube video here. Here's the last thing. The how-to video is this guy. So what kind of woman's touch is that? It's just, it's almost as bad as having a wrong picture up on like a Match.com profile or a dating website where you're now 30 pounds heavier than you were. It's just not sensible stuff. The other thing is this video is not. No one knows what that is. So it's just not good. So what makes us credible? Why listen to us and all that good stuff? It's pretty simple. We actually created a game board called the game of, how to win the game of Google. We're showcased on television here in the Boston area on the Beantown Business Review, and it was a really, really good stuff. Here's some facts and figures, and if you go to our website, which is teamaag.com, you can see this video. It's 22 minutes, but it's really, really high-end, and it talks about the whole entire trip around the board, all the different rows and spaces and places online of how to put in play a cohesive marketing plan. So, here's the board now. As you can see, it's all about this. Bottom line, here's the takeaway. If you want to be the kingfish in the online ocean, you must be winning the game of Google. So if you want this to be you and have everybody looking at you and wanting to buy from you, you have to really, really understand how this game board works. It's monopoly-like in nature. There's different levels of interest and buy-in, and of course, for clients, for influencing consumer behavior and all that good stuff, but it really simplifies a abstract message. So if you want to go to our site, it's teamaag.com. You can learn more about our team. You can hear what our clients are saying. We work with two different types of businesses. First is people who want to bump cash flow, kind of getting started or really infusing some online marketing into their media mix at a higher level. The second is people who want to do more leverage type of transactions, whether it's a personal training company that wants to bring in boot camp type stuff and group training, or a doctor's office that's bringing in other clientele or wants to expand their online income generating capacities. We have our portfolio, testimonials, solutions. It's a pretty simple page. Resources. Here's where we're ending. If you want to go ahead and book what we call a 5-minute business breakthrough phone call, all you got to do is go to our site, click this link. It pulls up our calendar on your time when it's most convenient for you. We're willing to do that just to talk to you. We're not out to sell you anything, because in fact, we don't know if we're a right fit for you, and we don't know if you're the right fit for us. So here's the time to figure that out. And if you have any questions about web.com, of course, we're authorities on them. Haibu, Yellow Pages, YP, Yell, all the associated register.com and all their associated websites. The second thing is, if you have a website and you're just looking to up the ante a little bit or expand on your infrastructure, we can do a website review video for you, and we'll go through and talk about what a visitor sees, how your conversion elements are working on your website, similar to what we just did here, but a real more thorough, in-depth look where you can actually look over our shoulder in a video just like this, but for your website. It's really, really cool. I think you'll benefit tremendously from it. And Zach, anything you want to say about the internet and how it's simplified and giving you a lot more time to hang out with Daddy this summer?
Well, the internet is better than just going in real life because it goes faster. So that you can spend more time, so that you don't have to be everywhere all over the place.
And we have clients that are all over the place all the time, right?
Yep.
They don't want to give in to their what they believe. It's their reality either way, but they don't give in, right? They want to stay stubborn. So don't stay stubborn. Simply wake up and kind of move on and move with the times and move with your marketplace. And at the end of the day, we look forward to sharing in the futures of your success in some way, shape, or form and helping. Thanks so much, Zach. I appreciate your help, buddy.
Yeah.
All right? Awesome job, and we'll be doing more of these.
Yes.
Right? Very cool. You're the man, bud. Thanks.